Rhonda Patrick 是美国著名生物化学博士，她常常在各大英语 Podcast 以及自己的平台分享各类健康新知，内容涵盖有氧、重训、桑拿、营养、保健品、TABATA、HIIT。为了让大家更快吸收 Rhonda Patrick 的心法， Life Kaizen 将为大家把英语圈的生活改善新知，定期以超浓缩加画重点的形式制作成影片，供各位朋友参考及分享。您的支持是我持续做这个节目的动力，喜欢的话请务必订阅、点赞、按小铃铛哦。
We're going to talk about improving metabolic health, but also longevity and exercise snacks. It's kind of a broader term, but it really can refer to either a deliberate sort of type of exercise that you do for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And this is anything from burpees to squats. You can do high knees. You can do, there's a variety of different things that you can do to get your heart rate up really high in a short period of time. And we're talking at least 75% max heart rate. And there's studies showing that there's a real metabolic benefit to even doing a minute or two of this exercise snack type of exercise. So this really improves blood glucose levels. And there's been a lot of studies looking at this, particularly in people with type 2 diabetes, doing exercise snacks around mealtime. So anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour before or after a meal can really dramatically decrease the postprandial glucose response and improve blood glucose levels. Now, sure, that's important for people that are metabolically dysregulated, people with type 2 diabetes, but who doesn't want to improve their postprandial glucose response? I mean, that's part of what makes you feel sleepy and reduces mental clarity after a meal. So timing these exercise snacks around meals is a great and sort of easy way to improve your blood glucose levels as well, and it's pretty easy to do. The other way it improves metabolic health is these exercise snacks when you're doing a high-intensity, interval training sort of thing, even 1 or 2 minutes, but mostly when you're going higher than that, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it's a very potent stimulus to increase the number of mitochondria in your muscle tissue. Again, it's an adaptation. You are forcing your muscles to work so hard that they can't use their mitochondria because again, oxygen can't get there fast enough, and so they're forced to make energy another way. But your muscle is smart. It's like, oh, I need to adapt so that the next time I'm working hard, I can use my mitochondria. And the way it adapts is by making new mitochondria. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis. And high-intensity interval training is one of the best ways to increase mitochondrial biogenesis in skeletal muscle. Exercise snacks have also been associated with improved longevity. So there's another type of exercise snack that's a little bit more of taking advantage of everyday situations. It's called vigorous intermittent lifestyle activity. And these types of exercises are let's say you work on the fourth floor of some office building. So rather than just walking up the stairs every day, which is better than taking the elevator, you sprint. Or let's say you walk to your office. Well, rather than just walking, you interval walk, or you sprint there, you do some sort of interval where you're getting your heart rate up. So there have been multiple studies showing that doing 1 to 2 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise. So these large studies, people are wearing wearable devices, and so researchers are getting their data, their heart rate data, and able to measure something and identify people that are getting their heart rate up, right? And so people that do 1 to 2 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise a day, 3 times a day, had about a 40% reduction in all-cause mortality, so that's dying from all non-accidental causes of death, and a 50% reduction in cardiovascular-related mortality, which is the #1 killer in most developed nations. So this is, again, just 1 to 2 minutes 3 times a day, where you're doing those exercise snacks. It adds up. It's beneficial, and clearly it's making an effect in people's lives. And these benefits were also found in people that identified themselves as non-exercisers. In other words, they don't go to the gym. They're not taking time to deliberately engage in a sort of exercise routine, and they still have these benefits. There's evidence out there that just being sedentary, so right now we're all sedentary, you're sitting, well, you guys are, I'm not. Yeah, you're sitting in your chair, you've been in here for about, an hour or so. That time that you're sitting is sedentary. And being sedentary is an independent risk factor for cancer. So there is reason to kind of break up your sedentary time with exercise snacks. And again, these would be like a deliberate sort of thing that you can do. So I think that maybe if we all just kind of stand up for a second, and we're gonna do high knees, because I feel like that's like the easiest thing to do, right? To do is some high knees, right? Yeah, so finding something that you're going to do consistently, that's really important, right? I'm talking a lot about vigorous exercise, but it needs to be something that you're going to do consistently, whatever it is. So, the thing is to really just measure your heart rate, right? That's the easiest thing. Make it consistent, do something you like.